Hello.
My friend Bill.
My name is Bill Ray. Nice to meet you.
Miss Fleur.
Cheryl Smith,
Hello, Smith.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
This is Class Math.
please have a seat. Bill, give me 3 words to describe Bill.
I am engaging, caring, and very loud. I discovered this last trait, being loud, at my first football game, on the homecoming game, this previous weekend. I was so into the game, and after the day was over, my voice was so strained out from all the screaming I did. It was really fun. I had a great time. And then I would say, the reason why I say I'm engaging, interactive and caring, is because I find myself tutoring a lot of my teammates and classmates on subjects such as helping them in decathlon and regular core classes such as physics and chemistry. I find that when I'm helping them, I also help myself because I reiterate the lesson, and I also try to help them so that they do better on the upcoming tests and so on. So things like a high tide raises our boat. I see it in that way. And I'll say that I'm interactive because in class I'm always the one fully wide awake and always talking and sometimes making jokes with the teacher, not distracting, but I find it to bring the class mood a bit more lively, and I enjoy that environment.
Okay, thank you. Bill, tell us the difference, as you know, between good and exceptional.
Good, it's just you're getting to the finish line, and you just, oh, I'm done. But being exceptional is going above and beyond. The difference between good and exceptional is that if you get to like a goal that someone else set for you, it's like, oh, you had to finish this work by 11:59 a.m. But being exceptional is that finishing before the time is over and maybe learning the things that you don't quite understand in that lesson. Doing the work and getting an A doesn't mean that you're exceptional. It just means that, okay, you're a good student. But being an exceptional student, or a person, for example, is going above and beyond and trying to gather the information that you don't know to better yourself.
Okay. Bill, what is your definition of the American dream?
My definition of the American dream is that I have the opportunities, and no one is like in a political or institution is not there to hinder those opportunities. The reason why this is such a contrasting thing, because I grew up in Vietnam, and everything there is always have like a path set out for you, and you have to do this, or you have to go towards that field. And over here, I feel like if I like to study art history, I can. And that's just on a side note, that is going to be my minor or another major. That's so different from medical field that I'm going towards and making my career in. And these opportunities of being able to pursue academic and in life, then no one is there to hinder you, but it's just your own ability to grab those opportunities and make it your own, and being able to achieve them.
Tell us a place that you never want to visit.
I don't want to visit a place that I have already been to. So and that place would be Vietnam. I grew up in Vietnam, and my parents, whenever they're not busy, or like during my breaks, they would take me to very long rides to the countryside or to the various attractions in Vietnam. And I don't find that very fun. Like normally over here, we go on road trips to like Las Vegas, and you can see like the desert and the prettiness. But in Vietnam, we go on this like hour-long, like hours and hours. But like the country is like this big and compared to like the United States. It just show you how like slow everything is in Vietnam. So if I were to, I don't want to go back there because it's not eventful and it's just really boring. Even though it's my roots and I learn a lot from my birthplace, but as a place for me to visit on a vacation, I wouldn't want to go back to Vietnam.
Okay. What job? What job do you never want to have?
I do not want to be a veterinarian. I really love animal, and being a people sometimes think of veterinarian as animal lovers, and they have a great time interacting with those pets, dogs, cats, and those animals. But for me, I see the darker side of the view, such as putting down those poor animals, or seeing a emaciated like dog in the street and not being able to help it. Those seeing those animals in those conditions just really breaks my heart, and I don't want to place myself in their position, because those are like your best friend. They are like another sibling to some people, or like a son or daughter to like another. And I don't want to be a veterinarian, so that being in that position really put me in a difficult place. It's kind of like a dilemma.
All right, one more little short one. What is your main weakness?
My main weakness is English. English is being my second language. I find that there's this gap that I can never get across. I always, whenever my teachers say something, or I see like a word in an essay, or when I'm trying to write an essay, I always struggle on like past tense and present tense, or like perfect, and all this like different like tools that English needs, this structure that English needs to follow. But then the other thing is there's also exceptions to those rules, and it's just really it makes me like have trouble trying to get across all those rules. Like with math, I see like the math is more of my language, and English is just a really complicated thing that is it's difficult for me to get my thoughts and words across. And so that's my main weakness, English, literature and stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right. Thank you, Ms. Glass. Thank you, Ms. Smith.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a seat.
You remember our names? Yay!
That was good.
He's had practice.
I feel I need to ask you.
I'll just put name of
You walked in
judges.
the door and saw a different chair, did it kind of,
Oh, no.
you see?
But
But he's tall.
So you speak
So-
silence on the floor. Your responses were good. They were precise. And you're working on the eyes. I know you did do a good deal of it, but you're getting better
okay.
to go continuously, because you have stopped me. But you're working on it, and that's the only thing I see that you. Everything else seems to be okay. Your tone is fine. Your examples are great. For me, Ms. Smith, your turn.
Oh, okay. I love your smile. I like your posture. You said well. Okay. Your eye contact stays more to the person either in the center or who's answering the question. You're not moving enough. And that's where you get in an argument between manners. Manners says that you talk to the person who you are speaking to and kind of put out everybody else. You have to treat your panel as though it is a singular person.
Okay.
So you have to speak to all parts of that person.
Okay.
Okay, think of it that way. Your self-assurance, excellent. You don't fidget. Your hand gestures, I always appreciate, because they're just enough to enhance what you're saying without feeling like you're trying to use sign language or something. And I like the way your answers are not stereotypical. All right? Everybody I've ever spoke to wants to go to their homeland. They didn't wait as long as you did to come over. Veterinary is always considered an excellent occupation. but you explained to us why
That's
that
and
would
it's
not
great. Yeah.
suit
Suits
you.
Yeah.
Your responses in that respect were not what anybody would, and that immediately catches the judge's interest. You don't want to be a vet. Everybody wants to be a vet. And you did well. Anything you want to ask us? Oh,
You were flawless. I mean, your eye contact is good. It's excellent. Your tone is good. The question now, when you said your weakness, you said English. And you immediately gave
Said,
the
right,
example
a reason why.
and a reason why. And nobody had to say, well, why? You gave an example in my speaking, and one of your biggest weaknesses is when you're writing, and you told us, you know,
That's good.
how to use the proper nouns, adverbs. Well, very good. Very good.
my pet peeve is pink.
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 Thank you, Bill. So somebody else
All
says
these things
you can
that
only
say
get better.
pink and they're blue, or they're gray, or they're black, and it says pink.
It's not a color.
I
You're,
don't
you're
care.
The
only
pink
you
score.
can go up, Bill.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
you are there, Bill. Just
Yep. Keep practicing.
keep doing what you're doing. Keep
Keep
practicing.
practicing. You're gonna
And
do it.
remember, I'm gonna tell y'all, you're gonna always remember my 5 from this was stand in the mirror
Oh, okay.
and pray. Always, when you do that, just pretend it's gonna always be 5 people.
Okay.
It could be no more, but it could be less. But if
And
you
it-
practice with 5, you're gonna catch everybody.
Okay.
That too, and another thing that you're fighting is the fact that when I ask you a question, I'm looking at you. I don't have to look away.
Right, but you
And
have to look away.
You've been taught that if you break eye contact and move to someone else, it is not really appropriate. That makes it hard for you to break eye contact with one person and move. But just remember, they're a single unit.
Okay.
So you're not breaking eye contact with me when you go to her.
So whenever you ask me the question, it's good to look at you, but then once I answer,
Once you
As
start
you're
answering,
yeah, you go to
okay,
everybody else.
after you've laid the foundation with me,
okay.
then go
Oh, okay.
whichever way you want. And you don't have to go this way. You can go talk to her, and then you can skip over me and go back to her, and then come back to me. You might want to close your statement with the person
Okay.
who initiated the question.
Okay.
And that would give you closure, and that would let everybody know, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Send us someone in. It is 4:02.